Hey there guys, in this video I'm going to show you step by step on how you can use Oddo accounting and for the finance. So let's start. In the moment when you are going to be in Oddo, you're going to create account. You're going to click here on accounting. And I want to share with you what are the things that you are going to actually find here. So first thing first, this is kind of like the dashboard that you got. And how does it work is that you're going to find the sales here. So get paid online, send electronic invoices. You're going to find the purchases on the right side. So these are going to be like the bill here. We're going to get to it like step by step. I will give you the walkthrough, okay? And then you're going to have the tax returns. This is something I'm going to also share with you when we are going to go step by step. And here you have options to connect it to your bank account. I'm primarily from the Central Europe, but most of the interfaces are the same. So hope it's going to provide you value. Now, how does it work is that in the moment when you're going to be in dashboard, you're going to find the first thing are customers. So this is where you're going to have the customers. Now, when I'm going to click here on the customers, I can click here and create new on the top right, where you can add people or let's say a company. So let's say this is going to be a company, which is going to be construction. Okay, like this. Okay, we have it right here, the VAT, and it was automatically added. Now what you can do, you can write it down, search for it, you can change photos, and you can add contact directly for the company. So either you're gonna have just like a contact here, or you can have a company where I'm going to have the contact. So this is, for example, like Marek contact, and I can add data here, and I can click save and close. Now, in the moment when I have the contact right here, then you're going to have also the sales and purchases, where you're going to have, for example, primarily for the contact, like what are the things that you need to have, like who is the salesperson? Okay, what are the payment terms? Let's say it's going to be 15 days. Payment method. Also the Incoterm location. And these are the things that you can fill out primarily for the specific client, right? Then you're going to find the accounting here. So where you're going to have account receivable, account payable. Now, if you you can change it. And auto post bill, so ask after free validations without edits. And then you're going to have also the notes here where you can write notes. So for the primarily the accounting here and for the account, you're going to find here, for example, the opportunities. Wait, give me a second. I'll just fix it. Okay, here is the opportunities. So here you would have the opportunities if you would click or the sales or the invoice, and you would go directly for the invoice if you would have it. So, but we don't have anything right here. So that's for the customers. Now, when I'm going to click for the customer, I can see that I have the customer right here. So this is, for example, the name here, and this is the company, and this is the company, the contact, right? And that's something that you can do. Now, for the next thing is that you are going to find here the products. So down payment, settle due, settle invoice, tips. This is something that you can also add, like a cheeseburger, and you can add all the important things regards the sales, regards the prices, the inventory you have, and accounting. This really depends what kind of product you have. Now, then you're gonna have the batch payments. So you can have a custom batch payment. Batch payments allows you to grouping different payments to ease reconciliation. They are also useful when depositing checks at the bank. So this is something that you can do. Then you're gonna have also the invoices here. So primarily for the invoices, when I'm going to click here new, I can write here. So this is going to be invoice. Okay, then I can search a name. And then look at that, we have it right here. So we have the customer that we created. Invoice date can be today. Payment terms 15 days was automatically because we had the customer. And then you're gonna have the invoice lines, the journal items or other info. So I can click here for the invoice lines and write a product. So we don't have any product right here, but if I would like to have, I can have office supplies. And what I can do, I can create office supplies or create and edit. So when I'm going to click here, create and edit, it's going to automatically create me the product and I can edit it. So if it's a good service or combo, so let's say sales price, cost is going to be 1, sales price is going to be 5, sales taxes we're gonna 23%, and you can add like barcode and all the things here. Then you can have for the sales, this kind of like the upsell cross-sell that you can have for the product. Add the prices, so you can have like price lists, and then kind of like the inventory, which can be okay like that, and then also accounting like the income account and where is the expense account for that. This really depends on the product. Now when I'm going to click save here, I can see the quantity, and let's say I'm going to have like 50. Okay, we got 250, we got the VAT, amount due, and look at that. So this is something that we have, and I would click here confirm. Okay, and now when I'm going to have, I can like send it, and look at that, this is like the logo, Slovakia. Now in the moment when you are going to add your own configuration for your own company and add things, you're going to find it on the invoice, right? So that's how we're going to do it. Or you can print it, or you can click here like pay. So this is what was like, if it was like a journal or batch deposit on the bank and payment due. So this is something that you can do, and also the preview. And what you can do is that in the moment when you're going to send it, they're going to click pay. And when you are going to connect it to Stripe, automatically they can like pay for it, if it makes sense. So that's something that you can do. Now, in the moment when you have it, and this is like pretty straightforward, you can have also the credit note. And this is something that you can do, reason displayed on the credit note, you can like insert it. So that's primarily for the invoices. Then you're going to have the credit notes. Now, when I'm going to click on the invoices, I can see the invoice right here. And then you're going to have also like the payments. And payment are used to register liquidity movements. You can process those payments by your own means or by using installed facilities. So when I'm going to click new here, I can click here on the customer, right? And I can like receive or send, journal, and amount. This is something pretty straightforward, right? Then you're gonna have the vendors. So the vendors are like, the whole process is very similar to the customers, but instead of invoices, you're gonna find the bills here. So I can click vendor. And when I'm going to click new here, I can add Marcus vendor. Okay, so I can have like this. Let's add it. And I can add contact if I would like. And in the moment when you have it, I can click like new here and add a new one. So this is something that you got. So let's click vendors here, master vendor. Now what I can do, I can click here bills. And I can create a bill manually. So, and I can search the one that we've created, and very similar one. So we can have like, we can have like office supplies, right? Quantity, price, 30. Okay, and then you're gonna have like journal items, other info. I can confirm here, fill date today, confirm, right? So that's something that you can actually do. Now on the vendors, you're gonna find also refunds. So I can create a refund on the bill if I would like. So that's like another thing that you can do. Also, you're gonna have batch payments and products and vendors. So when I'm going to click here on the product, so I'm going to have products here. I have the office supplies right here, right? And sales, purchase, point of sale. That's something that you can do too. And you can also track the inventory if you would like. So that's something that you can also do. Now that's for that. Also, you're gonna find the accounting here. So for the accounting, you're gonna have journal entries, where this is pretty straightforward. You're gonna have the assets. So like asset name, like laptop, phone. Then you're gonna have loans here. So here you would add like all the loans. Closing, so you can have reconcile. And if you like, you can auto reconcile here. And then you're gonna have the tax returns and log dates. Then you can have like a review here for the audit, for the inventory valuation, loans analysis, deferred revenue, deferred expenses, invoice to be issued. And then you can have like plenty of reporting here that you can like check out for yourself, like a balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow statement, trial balance, general ledger, partner ledger, age receivable, like all those things that you can actually do. And configuration, so chart of accounts, taxes, journals, currencies. And this is primarily what I recommend to do first, like in the moment when you are going to create an account, like set up the whole configuration here for the taxes, for the journals, for the currencies, for the multi-ledger checks, payment terms. Like for example, like this is for example the taxes in Slovakia for 23%, and that's something that you can also do. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope this video provided a little bit of value on how you can use Oddo for accounting. I just want to make this kind of like the quick overview what you can expect. And thank you very much, guys, and have a great day and goodbye.